Hey, Aiden, this is Adrian Gomez with 212 Athlete. We're working on just looking at some things that you can work on, especially as a lefty. Um, let's see where your back leg is. Your back leg's at 103 degrees, and you do a good job of keeping your heel down on the ground as you're driving through. So as you extend, power out of the back leg looks pretty good. I think you're doing a fabulous job of getting off that back leg. So I think you keep doing that. Let's look at your front foot. So right now I'm just noticing that your back foot and your front foot are really crossed. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it could potentially take a lot of your velocity out of your hips. So as you put your foot down, let's measure your front knee, and this is what I'm really measuring. So let's see what happens to your knee as you actually firms up pretty well. So it actually firms up well, and you'll see as you plant, you actually do a very good job of coming through. So that looks pretty good. It's not bad. So that cross actually might be a positive thing for you, and that's what firms up that front leg so well. But I'd like to see you try to open up a little bit further, because I think that's going to be able to give you a little bit more of a hip rotation. But as a lefty, it looks pretty fabulous, honestly. But try that front foot. Okay, now we're going to get into the plant phase. So at plant phase, we're going to take two measurements off your back leg. Number one, see how wide you open your legs. It's 112 degrees, which is fabulous. That's not an issue. And your front leg is at 130 degrees. So let's see what happens as you drive through. You actually retract. Looks fabulous. So 130 degrees is not bad. We want that to happen, and I think we could even get more. What happens is this front knee comes back and retracts, and that allows the chest to drive through, creating a lot of almost like a catapult action. As you get into here, this is your release point. So your release point, it's important to know where you're at. So you're at A, B, C. I'd probably say you're a B posture. What that means is, if you're going to move all the way to here as you throw, that means when you're up here, you actually do a good job of staying back, which is pretty good. I would move you back just a little bit, back further, just a little bit further back. And what that's going to do is it's going to minimize your head movement as you drive through, and as you're extending your head, you're going to move from here to there, and it won't be as much, and you're going to just rotate better around your upper body and your lower body. So that's something definitely that you can work on. As you extend, we're going to get into the release point. So this is what we call a launch phase, and the launch phase is actually good. You're a late launch, which is fabulous. Looks really good, and that's not something that we got to work on right now, but could potentially, as we fix things. So let's move into your upper body, getting into the stacking phase. So as you stack, you do a good job of your knee coming inside, and your upper body. What I'd like to see is that this upper body stacks and stays over this rubber for a longer period of time. What that's going to do, it's going to create a lot of tension in your core, and your lower body going forward. Once you do that, you're going to be able to drive further down the mound and extend that chest even further with more power, more potential energy. So that's fabulous. I think that's something you need to work on. Huge. And that's going to help you. Now we're going to get into the front glove. This is a phase where you are pinching and driving your front glove, and right now I'm seeing that you're not really using it as much as you could. So that's a positive, because that's something that we could get velocity with. We're going to get you to pinch a little bit better this way instead of driving it down. See how your shoulder blade never really gets engaged enough and it goes straight down. So I really want to pinch and help increase that rotation through. So not bad, but definitely needs some work, and that's going to help a lot. So next thing is a high elbow. We're going to measure between both of your shoulder and measure off your elbow. And elbow's a little bit low, but it's only about 3 degrees, so that's not an issue. And what happens is this shoulder, this elbow, stays at the shoulder level and drives through. So you're doing a great job. And what's going to happen is this elbow rises a little bit. It's a little bit high as you drive because the front glove drops down and the throwing side comes up. So it's just following the front glove. So I really think that that's something that you can work on. Huge front glove. So no high elbow. We're good. It's a little bit high. It rotates a little bit high as you come up, but it's based off of that front glove. It's just following it. And the next phase is going to be the chest drive. So you're driving through, and this is probably a high number. You're doing a great job just based off of what I'm seeing right now. About 46 degrees, which is a huge chest extension for throwing, especially your age. So that's fabulous. And the last one we're going to talk about is your arm fly out. So as you drive, your arm could get better external rotation, so it could rotate back further with the arm care and bands. That's going to help with velocity. But I'm going to take a cross section of your arm right here, and we're going to see where this wrist goes. Does a pretty good job staying here and going through the ball. Your thumb goes down, your elbows stays bent, which is what we want. We could reduce this even more a little bit, just right around here. And that's going to keep your arm bent, and you're going to rotate through that ball a little bit better. When you do that, it's going to put a lot less stress on the arm, and you're going to be able to have better rotation with the ball, increased velocity, and also protecting your arm. So all those things happen when you do that. So thanks for being a part of 212 Athlete and doing the camp, and we will see you guys soon. Hope to return by next year. Thanks.